Representative Comer, who's leading the House accountability investigation into all of this and the ethics investigation, he's out making a lot of allegations saying there was a ton of money that was going back and forth, Ukraine, China. I just want to zero in on Ukraine for a second because this is very interesting. This is a story that I'm bringing to you almost as new, and yet it's not new. It's not new because NBC News reported on this. Take a look a year ago. Here we have it. Analysis. Hunter Biden's hard drive shows his firm, took in about $11 million from 2013 to 2018, spent it fast. This is again from NBC News, and it came out in May of 2022. So between the years 2013 and 2018, so part of that, obviously the VP was no longer there. So we have to kind of look and narrow it down. Although you could ask, hey, was this, payment later on down the fact, or even a down payment on what was about to come? These are questions that need to be asked. I mean, just for our own sort of sanity in all of this. But between the years 2013 and 2018, Hunter Biden and his company, I'm quoting directly from NBC News, an article that came out in May of 2022, they brought in $11 million via his roles as an attorney and as a board member with a Ukrainian firm accused of bribery. And also they talk about his work with a Chinese businessman now accused of fraud. I'm telling you, that Chinese businessman, by the way, I mean, that one was something. That one was something because we learned about how Hunter got, a diamond that the guy brought to him in Florida. I mean, how does that happen? I mean, this is really bad. It's bad. And I guess it happens because people are corrupt. I say all the time that the challenge with government, of course, is that they are making the rules for themselves, which is why nobody's clamping down on the basics, like, hey, you know what? You're on the House Energy Committee. You're not allowed to invest in energy stocks right now because you're on the House Energy Committee, and therefore you are knowledgeable about certain policies that are going to affect the very companies that you're out there buying and selling. I mean, how is it that everybody else is held to a higher standard and yet our own government officials are not? Well, we know the answer. It's because they're making the rules and they don't make the rules to govern them. You might say to yourself, how is it that the vice president's kid is getting a gig for $83K a month over there in Ukraine at Burisma, and nobody says maybe this looks a little bit suspicious? Allegedly, there were reports. People did say within the White House, hey, this doesn't look so good. And Joe Biden's office is like, nothing to worry about here. Again, because the politicians are in charge. They are the ones writing the rules. And so it is really disturbing. Yet, I have hope, because it's heartening that a judge like Mary Ellen Noreika came forward and said, wait a second, this doesn't seem right. And so now consequently, you do have a special counsel investigation into Hunter Biden. Hey everyone, Trish Regan here. If you enjoyed that clip, please do me the favor of subscribing to the channel. Just hit that little subscribe button right over there. Did I do that right? Not quite, but you know where it is. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so that you get the alerts, and I'll see you back on the show.